Oh my goodness. Is this really Jasmine on YouTube right now? Oh my gosh, I know you guys hate me. And I'm so sorry that I've been away for a long time. But I truly do apologize. But I will get into that in another video. That is not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to share with you guys my experience with Clinichub. I got VSG, which is vertical sleeve gastrectomy, or people know it as the sleeve. Yes, and I got bariatric surgery. So I just want to share my experience with you guys. And if you're interested, please make sure you subscribe, show your support. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. So please, guys, if you can, hit that subscribe button to support me and to let me know that you're interested in this type of content so I can make more. And let's get into the video. Firstly, let me get into how I even got to going to Clinichub for the VSG. So I live in the New Jersey area, and I went to a local weight loss clinic to get VSG. And yeah, it was basically just a big hurdle. Like, they didn't want to, my insurance didn't want to improve it. It was a big, long process, like 6-month plus process to even get the surgery. And if there was a possibility of my insurance not covering it, they would have made me pay $10,000 out of pocket. So I was really put off by that, and I was looking for other ways to get it done. So I was going on YouTube, and I saw that a bunch of girls had gone to Turkey through Clinichub to get the VSG surgery. So that just piqued my interest, and I began to do my own research. So in, I believe, 2019, I hit up Clinichub and I was like, I want to get the bariatric surgery. And they are so helpful. Like, they don't just say, okay, come get it done. No, you have to get approved. They want to know your BMI. They want to know how old you are. If you have any existing health problems, like, they go through the same exact process that I went through up here. It's just less hurdles. They do thoroughly go through your health history to make sure that you are a good candidate for the surgery. So yeah, I went through that. The lady, the coordinator, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I don't know if it's Imre, but it's IMRE. That's the person, that's my coordinator that I spoke to. And she let me know that I was approved for the surgery. Everything is fine. She let me know how much the surgery would cost, and then blah, blah, blah. So at that time in 2019, I didn't have my passport yet. So I did schedule the surgery like 2 months in advance, and my passport didn't come in time. So I didn't end up getting it at that time, and I kind of just forgot about it. So recently, in 2022, I just had a baby, and I ended up gaining a lot more weight. So I was like, now's the time to do it. Like, I literally cannot like keep teetering back and forth with my weight. Like, I have to do something. So I hit her up again, and I was like, I'm ready to get it done this time, and yeah, let's do it. And I actually had my passport. It came in. So yeah, it was kind of like a last minute thing because my older daughter, she was going on spring break, and I was like, do you have these dates available? Like, I'm trying to come like in 2 weeks. And she was like, let me check, it's fine. So I paid my deposit, which I believe was $400. Yes, it was $400 US. And the quote that she gave me for the surgery was $2,800 and some change. I'll leave the exact amount on the screen. So I paid $400 as my deposit for the bariatric surgery, and my outstanding balance was $2,422. I remember that exactly. And I would have to bring that in cash to the clinic in Turkey to complete the surgery. So I did that. They give you a portal to pay through the deposit online. So I did that. It was fairly easy. And yeah, that was about it. I ended up doing my labs before I went, meaning like my CBC, like my iron, to see where my platelets were, just to be careful, because I do have a history of anemia. I did have to get several transfusions when I was pregnant in 2022 with the baby that I just had. So I just wanted to make sure that when I got there, I didn't have to get a blood transfusion or not get the surgery at all because I was anemic. So I made sure that I was taken care of. My levels were like 11, which is not the best. It's supposed to be like 12 to, I don't know, 14. I'm a nurse, I should know that. But yeah, I know that 12 is like on the lower end of what your iron should be, and mine was at 11. So that's good for me because mine is usually at 7 or 8. But anyway, long story short, my iron was fine and I was all set to get the surgery. So yeah, I was so nervous. Like, I literally did this last minute because I was planning to leave in like 2 weeks. So after I got approved for the surgery, the dietitian sent me an email regarding the liquid diet. And she said 6-day liquid diet, minimum 3 days. But I did the 6 days because I wanted to make sure that there was no complications, that I wasn't going to fly all the way out to Turkey for no reason and not get the surgery. So I did the 6-day liquid diet, which consists of basically clear diets. Clear diets meaning like no grains, no anything in it. So I had water, I had chicken broth, beef broth, low sodium. I had 0 sugar jello, 0 sugar pudding. I had kefir, stuff like that. So that's what I ate for 6 days, and I almost went crazy. Like, but I did not want to mess up because this is a liver shrinking diet. This diet makes sure that when they go in laparoscopically for the surgery, that they will not, you know, that your liver will be small enough so that there will be no complications during the surgery. And I did not want that because I had 2 kids to come back home to, and I was not playing any games. So yes, I did do the 6-day diet, liquid diet. I did not cheat. And then it was time for me to leave for Turkey. So I live in New Jersey. I flew out of JFK Airport in New York, and I had a layover in Berlin, Germany, and that was about an 8-hour flight. Yes, an 8-hour flight. So all I had was a carry-on because I did not like wanna, this was not like a vacation. This was like for me to go get surgery and come back. So all I packed was like pajamas, my very, very essential cosmetics, like literally soap, toothbrush, toothpaste, like that's it. Stuff to do with my hair to make me look appropriate, and that's it. You don't have to go crazy. Deodorant, like if you want to bring a little spray to make yourself smell good, but that's all I bought. I didn't go crazy. I didn't pack a bunch of stuff. I bought my carry-on that had my personal items, and then I had my purse that had my laptop and all my electronics in it. So yeah, that's all I bought. The flight from New York to Berlin was good. I think I went through Norse Airway. That's the name of the airplane company. And yeah, it was a good 8-hour flight. I had about a 3-4 hour layover in Berlin, and then I went from Germany to Turkey. Now, I will say, if you are a U.S. citizen, I contacted my coordinator and I asked her if I needed a visa. She said no, but I actually did need a visa. So if you are going to Clinichub in Turkey and you are a U.S. citizen, you do need a visa, and you can apply for it online beforehand, or Turkey actually has like a visa, I don't know what to call it, office, where you can apply for the visa there, and it was about $30 US. So that wasn't a problem. I just got out of the line, went and got my visa, then I was able to enter Turkey. So yeah, thankfully the $2,800 that you pay does include your transportation from the airport to the hospital. So I got there at about, I believe it was at 8 p.m. and the transportation company was right where they said they were going to be. They sent me a nice little video to show me like where to go to, when I leave the airport to meet the transportation company. So I left the airport, was waiting there for the transportation company. They verified with me that they had my name, so that's how I knew I had the right person. He showed me on his phone that he is the transportation person, which made me feel safe. And yeah, I was waiting there because there were other girls that were coming in as well. So I waited about maybe 20-30 minutes. It felt like a long time, but it wasn't. And yeah, I met two wonderful ladies that were also getting their surgeries through Clinichub. So I felt safe. I was like, okay, I'm fine, like nothing's gonna happen to me. We got our luggage, they helped us in the van, and they dropped us off straight to the hospital. Now I'm gonna butcher the name of this hospital, so I'll also put it on the screen, but I believe it was Borgay Hospital. I don't know, but I'll put it on the screen. That was the name of the hospital that I went to get my surgery done through Clinichub. Okay, so we get to the hospital and immediately they have us start doing our paperwork, just signing. This is a surgery. Every surgery has risks, so they will let you know all the risk in writing, what you are signing on to do. And I signed my paperwork and gave my deposit, the $2,422 US, to my coordinator. And yeah, that was the beginning of the process. So after I signed my paperwork, they started doing all the blood works again, which is good. They have to verify what I sent them. So as a nurse, I can tell you everything was very sterile. Like, they use gloves. All the process that we do here in the US health-wise, they did too. They use their standard precaution. They use their sterile technique when needed. And I was looking because I was like, I'm not trying to get no infection from anything. So every standard practice that they use here in the US, it was used there. They used their gloves, everything when needed. So yeah, she inserted my IV catheter. There was no problem there. Did my blood work, and then yeah, that was kind of just it. My blood work that night and the EKG that night, and then I was able to go to sleep. The $2,800 also does include your food, which is not much food because you are still on a liquid diet before and after the surgery. So any broth, any water, or anything like that that you need to eat, they will provide you with that. No extra cost outside of what you're paying for the surgery. So that night before bed, they did provide me with broth, and I did not like it, but I drank it because I didn't have anything else. But it's not like disgusting, but I just didn't like it personally. But it's just my own taste buds. I'm used to like salty food and like stuff with a lot of spice, so it was very bland. It's not that it was nasty, it was just bland, which is supposed to be. So yeah, I drank that and then I went to bed. And then just to let you know, I left New York the 11th. It was an overnight flight, so I got to Turkey on April 12th. So the next morning, April 13th, was the day of my surgery. Right away, they got me started with my tests. I had the heart doctor check my heart. He said everything is normal. I'm approved for the surgery. I have a healthy heart. I also had another doctor do like an abdomen, like a x-ray of my abdomen. Everything was fine there. And I believe that was all the tests that I did. Yeah. They said everything was normal. I was healthy, fine to do the surgery, and that's it. So I waited in my room a little bit more. I met the surgeon. I'm going to put the name of the surgeon, the general surgeon that they have there. Now, they explained to me that because the surgeon was experiencing health issues, that he will be overseeing the surgery. He will be in the surgery room, which he was, but there will be another surgeon performing the actual surgery. Now, I'm so sorry. I don't know the name of the surgeon off the top of my head, but I will contact my coordinator so that I can include his name in this video. But yeah, he did the actual surgery. So I met both of them. They were very nice. Anything that they wanted to ask me, they asked me about my health history, let them know. And they were like, fine, you're okay to do the surgery. And that was it. So I went into surgery April 13th, and they were all very nice. They were like, Jasmine, you're gonna be okay. They were trying to make me comfortable, make me laugh. And just because they saw that I was nervous, of course. And they're just like, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be great. Don't worry. And yeah, I mean, everyone was so nice, honestly. Like, I have no complaints about any of the staff or any of the nurses or anything like that. Everyone was totally nice and just very sweet. And everyone, for the most part, had very good English, and they were easy to understand. And if they didn't speak English, they would use Google Translate, and there was no issue. So yeah, went into the surgery room. I had my scrubs on, and my gown, my hospital gown, and my compression stockings to avoid any blood clots. And yeah, they wheeled me into the room. The surgeon that was actually doing the surgery was there, and he and the surgeon that was overseeing the surgery came after, and he was just like, you're gonna be fine. I'm gonna put the anesthesia in your IV site, and then you're gonna go to sleep, and we're gonna start the surgery. So I was like, okay, you know. And then I started to feel a little tingly in my head, and then after that I was knocked out. I was like, okay, I feel it coming. Like, I feel the anesthesia like taking over my body. So after that I went to sleep, and they did the surgery, and I woke up, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm gonna be very honest. I woke up very disoriented, like, and I was in panic. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Where am I? That's normal. I just forgot where I was, and I just felt a lot of pain. The only way to describe it is like I felt like a stuffed balloon. Like, I felt like obviously something had went on inside of me, and I was just in a state of panic, and I immediately started crying because I was just nervous. Like, what did I do? Oh my gosh, where am I? Like, why do I feel this way? And the nurse was like, it's okay, it's okay. You're in the hospital. You just got done with the surgery. Everything went well. And I was like, okay. But I was just in a lot of pain. Like, it was very, very painful. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, I was on I would say a 9. Like, I've had 2 C-sections, and that was the worst pain that I've ever felt in my entire life. I'm not gonna lie to you. But they did a very good job of like trying to calm me down and like just trying to talk me through like where I was and like what was going on. So they did a very good job. I was just freaking out, like, and I have a very, very low pain tolerance. So yeah. So then after the surgery, they had put me on the morphine so that, you know, I can relieve some of the pain. And then after they put me on the morphine, like, I kind of just slept, and I didn't even like contact my family. They were like, when I woke up, they were like, what's going on? Are you okay? But I was just sleeping. I was knocked out sleeping from the morphine and just, you know, the trauma from the surgery. So that was normal. I slept for like 5-6 hours. I woke up. I was still in a lot of pain, and the nurses were very attentive. Like, they let me know I had a certain amount of pain medication, and then after that, like, I was expected to like get up and walk to try to relieve the gas pain, because that's what it is. Like, you're experiencing pain because you have gas in your, you know, in your digestive system that needs to come out, and the best way for it to come out is not through medicine, it's to walk. So, and I know that, like, I'm a nurse, like, the best thing to do after surgery is like to force yourself to get up and walk, as long as you're not, you know, like sedated from any type of pain medication. So after that first day, which I could say is like the worst day, like that night after my surgery, I was up and walking. I was walking in my room, I was walking in the corridor, and I was just trying to get moving because that gas pain was like no other, honestly. So yeah, I was just trying to get up and walk, relieve myself of the gas pain, and slowly but surely, like, the more I walked, the better I felt. So that's my best suggestion after surgery, and also to avoid blood clots. Just try to get up and walk as much as you can, as much as you can tolerate it. Other than that, the only other side effect that I had after surgery was a lot of nausea. I assume because they cut off 75% of my stomach, I believe it is 70 to 75%, that there would be some blood. So I was throwing up blood for the first day or two, but then after that it subsided. And they have nausea medication as well that they can give you, which they provided me with. But yeah, after that, you know, I was pretty much good. I was set. My scars are really nice. Like, they are very, the surgeon who did my surgery, he cut me very well, because already my scars are healing, and I believe I'm 7-8 days post-op. So yeah, they did my dressing change. They wore gloves, they were sterile, they cleaned them every day that I was there. They did my blood clot injections, and there's more that you have to do when you get home. And yeah, that was it. So on my last 2 days there, I was really just resting, and they were giving me my medication. And on the last day, they gave me everything that I needed to go home. I met with a dietitian. She is such a sweetheart. I don't know how to pronounce her name either, so I'll put it on her name on the screen. She was such a sweetheart. She made sure that I understood everything. It is a change. Like, you have to change your diet. You will not be eating the same at all. And she made all of that very clear. So she's a sweetheart. 10 out of 10. Love her. And yeah, she was very supportive and let me know everything that was needed of me going forward. So yeah, provided me with shakes and all of that. I'll make a separate video to show you guys what I went home with, my medications, my shakes, and stuff like that. So yeah, they gave me a medication list for TSA when you're going through the airport. I had no issues taking my stuff home. They did confiscate the dairy-free milk, but that's literally like, what, $2 up here? I wasn't too pressed about them confiscating my milk. But other than that, I had no issues bringing my stuff through TSA. The day that it was time to go home, the transportation took me from the hospital to the airport. I did not stay at a hotel. You can request to stay at a hotel if you want to, but I didn't, because I was feeling fine. So I went straight back to the airport. My airlines were very helpful. I received wheelchair service, so they will help you with that. You don't have to walk through the airport, you know, after surgery. And Clinichub also provided me with a letter that I can share with my airline to let them know I did just go through surgery and that I will need wheelchair assistance. So that was very helpful as well. But all in all, I have no complaints about Clinichub. I would definitely suggest you to go through them. They're very supportive, and even you have support after your surgery. You have access to the dietitian up to 2 years after your surgery. So I loved my experience with Clinichub. I have nothing negative to say about them, and I'm so happy that I could share my experience, because I believe on YouTube, like, the last review from Clinichub was maybe 2-3 years ago, and none of the girls that review Clinichub are American. So if you're American and you want to go through Clinichub, like, I say go for it. I have no complaints at all. I loved my experience. I'm so excited moving forward to share my weight loss journey with you guys. My liquid diet right now and it's a struggle, but in a couple days I'll be able to move on to puree. So I'll be showing and sharing all my post-surgery details with you guys. Make sure you follow me on all my socials. My Instagram, my TikTok, everything is the same, at Hey Jasmine Joy. And yeah, I'm so happy I can share my experience with you guys. And if you have any questions at all, you guys know, like, I'm an open book. I will, like, text you back through my Instagram. That's, like, probably the fastest way to reach to me. So definitely follow me there at Hey Jasmine Joy if you guys have any questions. And yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. I wish you guys the best of luck if you are going through VSG, bariatric surgery. You will not regret it, honestly. That first day in the liquid diet was probably just the hardest part, and then you're good from there forward. Like, you just have to make lifestyle choices. That's it. But thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.